How a man prepares for battle in athletic competition truly reveals a lot about his character.
My routine for each flag football game starts about generally an hour and a half before each game, where I'll go to the pack and I'll lift some sort of upper body exercise so I can get my upper body loose and warmed up for the game, get the muscles loose. I usually like to stay away from lower body exercise though, in order so I can have my fresh legs and keep my legs under me so I can play well in my defensive back position.
As a starting center for Sigma Nu, I take my job very seriously. I got the position through hard work, preparedness, and I really try to live up to that. So my pregame ritual really reflects upon that. So an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours before the game, I head back to my dorm room. Hey Mom, sorry, I really got to go. I got to study a little bit. But I'll talk to you later. We have a game in a little bit. All right, see ya. And I start studying up. I study the film. I study the playbooks. I study the blocking schemes. I try to get my hands on any kind of information from the other team that I can so that I know how to block, because it all starts with the center. Center's the most important part. And how do you think we became this undefeated team if it wasn't for us? The hardcore linemen at the front.
Warren, the starting center for our Sigma Nu team, he lives with me, and our pregame rituals are a little different. You see, Warren works really hard because it doesn't really come to him as easily. Honestly, this is just something that clicks with me, so I can be a little bit more relaxed before each game. I start out playing some Madden for the Xbox, football game for the Xbox. I really like to play with the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go! Normally put up 45 points and like 400 yards with Matt Ryan. You may have heard of him. He's from Boston College. We'll talk about that later. But after doing that, I like to listen to some music, but not like amped up, because I got to keep it cool out there. So I like to listen to a lot of jazz, a lot of classical, maybe some symphony orchestra if I have time. But normally I just start. I don't get ready for the game until like about 45 minutes before, so I can have a full game of Madden.
Well, I'm not that big of a superstitious person, so, as far as pregame ritual goes, it's not too complex on my end, but usually it starts out with pacing back and forth in the apartment, thinking about my game and getting in the football mindset. But eventually, 99% of the time, I'll find my way over to the pantry and indulge in the big old bag we have of Pirate's Booty white cheddar popcorn. Usually munch on that for a good 10-15 minutes, and then I'll bring it on back to the pantry, and I'll find an oatmeal cream pie from time to time, and that's when I know I'm going to have a good game. And so I'll grab one of those, and when I'm finished with that, I grab a Gatorade, kneel on down, and head out the door, and the rest is history, as they say.
Normally, before the games, I like to listen to some tunes. Usually it's something like some heavy rock, like A Day to Remember or Senses Fail. I kind of decided to back off on that though, because I was getting too pumped up. And then my second thing that I always like to do is the haka, which is what the New Zealand national rugby team does before every match. Huru, huru, how we get the docket to ticket to la. Aupa, 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 sanupala tikitera. It's a Maori war dance. It's a lot of fun. It really just gets me pumped up.
Despite these great differences in pregame rituals, on game days the players still come together to accomplish one goal: to win with honor. We unite as one team, as one fraternity, as Sigma Nu. You know? Yeah!